Just say, try it again. Go ahead.
Hello.
You seriously put food right in your mouth right before you come. Okay.
Good idea. Hello, ladies. It's Abby. Fancy. Okay, I probably shouldn't give my last name on the internet. Okay, today we are going to do the 10 best things to do when you're in the car on a long road trip. Like, we just got back from a road trip and we definitely took these things seriously. First thing, always bring really annoying toys that annoy the freak out of your mom. She would just love it.
Hi, this is Abby's dad. I don't have a name other than that's my name, Abby's dad. That's what they called me before Abby was born, Abby's dad. I don't know how they figured that, but anyway. Okay, so number two on the list of things to do on your vacation is to make sure to bring a lot of sugary snacks, sodas, preferably things with a sticker on it that says no nutritional value. Those are the best, right?
Yep.
And you're going to need those for the third. The third thing you need on your trip
is lots of aqua, so you will not need a pee at all. It works a lot.
Oh, a pee jar. A pee jar. That's, or for boys, rubber bands. Okay, no, for a pee jar is a great idea. And if you can't find one, your sister's suitcase works just fine. Okay? So, yes, a lot of aqua, drink a lot of fluids, especially right when you start the trip. Try to do a good flush early on. Couple gallons. Sugary, the better. The more sugar, the better. Okay? And that gets to number four. The fourth thing you need to do is make sure to rock the car back and forth, okay? So as you're going like this, you want the kids in the back all to swing in unison. So like whoosh, 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 whoosh. Especially when you're going through construction zones or through really tight traffic, it makes it more exciting, okay? When your dad or mom says be quiet, this is number 5. Don't talk louder, scream, get in fights with your siblings, yell at each other. This is your parents say quiet. What they really want is to see you experience and to express yourself in song, preferably. Whatever the current Disney hit right now, it's Frozen. Let It Go. That's a good one. But whatever the current hit is, that's the one you want to sing loudly and badly. And proudly. Okay, so what are they, Abby? What's the first one? To review the first one. See, that's what sugar will do to you. You'll totally forget what you're doing. Okay, so we have a lot of sugary stuff, loud toys, right?
Yeah. And
give them to the littlest kid, and that way, when the mom takes away the fun, the baby will cry. So you want to give it to the smallest kid, and then when it drives the mom or whoever is real sensitive to annoying sounds, because there's one in every family that,
6th thing is, you should always never take a bathroom break, especially for the girls. And then as soon as you pee, you have the problem. And then you need to pee the entire way there, and it's so much fun. Guess know what I'm talking about.
Let's focus on me. Oh, sorry. Okay. We can add the laugh track later, Abby. You don't need to do it now. Okay. I have a very warm audience. This is true. Okay. So number 7 on our list of things to do to make sure you have the best vacation possible, okay, with you and your kids, is to cover up all the windows, okay? Buy a whole bunch of DVD players or Xboxes, preferable. Anything that has media attached to it is a great thing to take on a trip, because the last thing you want to do is actually see the countryside. I mean, when you're going through the Ozarks, what you want to see is that next Doodle Pop episode, or for the boys in your family, you know, the violent video games or violent movies, scary movies are great. And then cover up the windows because you don't want to see America, because America, I mean, who wants to see the Grand Canyon? It's the National Monument. It's not even there. It's a hole in the ground. I mean, you know, no, cover those windows up, all right? And give everybody DVDs and video games that they have at home. That way they won't miss out on playing the video games for the 1,000th hour. I mean, that's important. Life, it's very important that they level up consistently on whatever game you're currently playing. And you don't want them to see the country. You know, it's just, you know, it's, I mean, once you've seen a tree, you know, you've seen them all right? You know, so you don't need to see the Ozark Mountains or the Appalachians or the Rocky or the Smoky Mountains or the Rocky Mountains.
Or Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore. I mean, look at a postcard. Or better yet, if it's in the movie that you're watching, okay, that's okay. But you don't want to actually you don't want to actually see what you're passing by. You want life to pass by very quickly. You know, just, it's all about the destination. It's not about the journey. So make sure you drug your children with video games and media on the trip. Okay, number 8, Abby?
Oh, yes. Always bring messy toys in the car. Bring a slab ton of paint. Just bring, like, paint, Play-Dohs, jacks, messy stuff. I just bring those toys that never work. That you, like, see on the commercials and they're like, great toy. And then they try it and it would never work. Bring those. Your kids will love them. I know I do. And especially bring things that, like, stick to your car and, like, never come off. And then your guests would just love it when you're, like, picking them up and they just see a blob of whatever on the floor. It's really fun. And always bring toys that, like, for the little kids that never work, and then they'll, like, cry and scream and give that rejoicing noise of angels screaming in the heavens. It's really fun.
Good advice. The 9th thing you need to do is make sure everybody brings stuff to the car in separately. I mean, bring a book, bring a stuffed animal, and all the stuff from anything they want out of the room. Just say, hey, go grab random 5 things from your room, and bring it and put it all in your seat. Drop some on the floor, put some in your friend's seat or your sister's seat or your parents' seat. Those are the best. Just leave stuff around. You want stuff all over. It gives you this sense of, wow, this is like home. You know, home sweet home. Well, if your home's a mess, well, bring that mess with you in your car. All right, and leave it places. And then when it's time to clean up, whine about that. And that's actually our 10th one that Abby's going to talk about.
Is it on?
Yes.
Is it? Are you lying?
No, it's on.
Okay. Always. Oreo. Complain about everything you're saying in the world. I mean, unicorns, rainbows, everything. Sugar, candy, lollipop, sprinkles. Just complain about it. Your parents need to know what's going on in your life, Al. So you need to tell them about it. Okay? You just need to, okay? It's not rocket science. Well, it actually is. Rocket science is hard. See, I'm doing it. Complain about everything you're saying.
As a parent, I can't tell you how valuable this is. When my children complain about everything that we do, it really helps me to be a better parent. I want my children to feel freedom to whine about the slightest inconvenience for them. Because, as we all know, I am here, and my wife, we are here to meet every whim, wanton whim, and random wondering that our children have, because it's all about them. How are they going to grow up to be the well-rounded, selfish, self-absorbed, narcissistic young people if we don't train them how to do that when they're young? So they need to be able to whine about the slightest thing. If it's too hot, too loud, or if, whatever. They need to have the freedom to whine and whine. And as parents, never correct a child, never discipline, never say something like, child, You need to be grateful. Gratefulness is for the birds. Make them whine. We as parents, we need to understand all the ways that we are inadequate. We need to know all the ways that we have failed our children and how we have made their lives a miserable living hell. Make sure the kids cuss a lot too. That's good. When they're whining, you sprinkle it in. Say, hey, you haven't used enough swear words in your diatribe against me and your mother and I. And never use proper English. Double negatives. Must. Okay. So I mean that I think is the pièce de résistance, is make sure the children feel free and know that they can whine and complain about the other siblings, kick each other, fight in the car. I mean, there's so many ways you can go with this, but make sure that they develop some very antisocial behaviors that will really handicap them later in life. They need the practice now to learn how to be status non grata when they're older. So anyway, this is our list of the 10 things to do to make your vacation a living hell. I mean, the best vacation ever. And Leah, do you want to add anything to our little list? Do you want to add anything? Anything to our list of what's the best thing to do on a vacation? What do you think? Play-Doh? Yeah, we talked about Play-Doh, bringing Play-Dohs. That's a good idea. What about noisy toys and stuff? Is that a good idea? Mm-hmm. What about whining and complaining? Mm-hmm. Yes. Oh, Leah, what else? What about leaving stuff all over the car, leaving your trash everywhere? Mm-hmm. Is that not a good idea? Mm-hmm. Okay. Can you look at me? All right. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, you heard it here, folks.
Bye-bye.
You heard it here, folks.
Bye-bye.
That's a way to have the vacation of your dreams, your nightmares. I mean, your dreams. Is if you follow our simple advice, you will have the most amazing. It will be your last vacation ever, but it will be the most amazing last vacation that you wish you never had. So those are our 10 things to have the best. What was it? Best worst vacation ever. All right. Stop it, Miley. I mean, Abby, stop. Okay.